Hello, welcome back to Issues of Life. My name's Ted. We're talking about the importance of of guarding our hearts, of having wisdom to deal with daily circumstances in our lives. And in that discussion, we're talking about the importance of information in order to information and knowledge and the source of that in order to have the wisdom that we need to navigate through these situations and circumstances. And we also said that the information that we decide to believe determines the actions and the decisions that we're going to make. Um, it determines actually who we are, because the Bible says it this way: as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. And I think I mentioned that there was a day way back in the day that I literally was convinced that I was a loser and that I would not would end up not doing anything with my life. I was spinning my wheels, and of course, that ended up to be a lie. Now I don't consider myself anybody or anything. Without God, I am nothing. However, that's what I was believing about myself, and that determined a lot of my actions. Um, and then other people perceive that when you think that way about yourself, when you're convinced. So uh, this is exactly why we need to protect our souls, like it says in Proverbs 4:23. Guard your heart, guard your soul with all diligence. And we also mentioned that this is literally why there is a war going on right now in our country and in the world to control information, because the enemy of our soul knows that if he can control the information that we're receiving, then he can control what we believe and who we perceive ourselves to be, thereby controlling our thoughts, actions, etc. Now, this is actually part of the Communist Manifesto. Think about it this way. In communist countries, why do you think that they control all the media? All of it. They control what information is being let out to their people, because by controlling the information, by controlling what people believe, they can control the people. And the Bible says that the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And Jesus says, but I come to give you life and to give it abundantly. In our country, there's a war going on right now for the control of information. And we could mention a lot of it even to the point where the government right now wants to establish a department that's going to determine what information that we will be allowed to receive, what information they consider to be true, and what information they consider to be false. Think about that. And the reason for that is because the enemy of our soul knows that if he can control the information, what we believe, he can control us and he can destroy our lives. And that's what he's trying to do. That's why it's so important that we guard our heart, that we protect our mind, our will, emotions, that we protect what information that we're receiving. How does the enemy destroy our lives? It's through lies and deception. The Bible calls him the accuser and the father of lies. And if he can get us to believe lies about ourselves, about others, about other things, he can cause chaos, disaster, and destruction in our lives. He does this through our thoughts, through what we think, and through information. Again, this is why there's a war to control information. So how can we protect ourselves? All right. The only way to protect ourselves from lies is to know the truth. Okay, so some people will say, the truth sets you free. Now, I'm going to tell you that's not true. You can say, what? Yes, that's not true. There are a lot of people that have access to the truth, but they're not free. Why? Because it's not just the truth, but it's the truth that you know and believe and apply in your life that's going to set you free. Because when you know the truth and you grab onto it and you apply it in your life, you know that you're standing on solid ground, and that is why that your search is over. Your search for the truth is over, and that's what sets you free. That's what gives you peace and releases you from anxiety and stress. It's not enough just to know the truth. You have to embrace it. You have to apply it in your life in order for it to set you free. Jesus himself said this, my words are spirit and they're life. He also said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man comes to the Father except by me. He didn't say, I am a way, I am a truth, or I am a life. He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. He also said, my words are spirit and life. Spirit and life. There's tremendous peace and confidence in knowing that the source of the information that you're receiving is 100% correct 100% of the time, and only God can provide that. 100% correct 100% of the time. So once again, if we want to walk in this crazy, messed up world with any bit of wisdom in order to have some peace and confidence in what we're doing and not get overrun by the enemy of our souls, then we need to know the source. Now, not just know of him. Many people say that they believe in God, but guess what? So does the enemy of our souls. He believes in God, obviously. But that's not enough. We need to really know him. We need to connect with him in a close, meaningful, intimate way. And in order to do that, we need to have communication with him and allow him to guide us by giving us the trustworthy information that we need in order to have success in our life every day. So imagine how awesome it would be to have 24/7 access every day to the one that knows all things and that you can trust with every fiber of your being 100% of the time. That the advice, counsel, guidance is the absolute best for you in your unique situation and circumstances. Just think on that for a while. Until next time, the issues of life.